Good morning. How are you all doing? I hope that you've had a really good day yesterday. And looks like, well, certainly here in London, for now, at least the morning is going to be nice and sunny. So Blighty here is not blighted by bad weather. We're actually getting some good weather for a change. But I think the cold weather is coming. So I have been thinking how to evolve this, how to kind of put more stuff in so that you get more in a sense of what's going on uh, with result of what it is about this calmness of thought. Hi, Carla. Thanks for coming on. And what I started to think more about was the idea of what is calmness, what is serenity, and I have been doing a 90-day, again, the second time, because every time we start to do something continuously, it filters through the layers. And the first part of this poem is really interesting, although I will actually go through the whole lot over the next 7 days. And thanks, Carla. Morning to you. So I'm just going to say what it is right now, and I do know it off by heart, but I'll make sure I have it there. It's calmness of mind is the most beautiful jewel of wisdom. It is the result of long and patient effort in self-control. Its presence is an indication of ripened experience and of a more than ordinary knowledge of the laws and operations of thought. Now, the interesting thing is that the laws and the operations of thought are very important here, because how we think, how we do, how we structure those thoughts will allow us calmness. In actual fact, calmness is when we bring our head, our thoughts, into our hearts so that we can be in balance. And we can only have calmness actually through self-control. And self-control is something we learn. We're not naturally people of self-control. No animal is naturally has self-control unless it's taught self-control. And in actual fact, when we're little, we only have instinct. And as we become more socialized, or as we grow within a community, we become more it enables us to be able to manage ourselves in a different way. And part of that management, that self-management, that self-ability to internally reflect and to kind of get to look at the structure of thought, really does help us in understanding more about the Creator, which is us. We're not here, we can't see anything, so therefore we must be the creator of this paradigm that we live in. And the other thing is that thoughts are generated by our behaviors, by our learnings, by our pre-programming. Those influence and they help generate the thoughts that we have. And sometimes we monitor them and we say that's real, that's not real. And sometimes we don't spend time doing that. The real ability to calm our thoughts is to be able to stop and look and see, are they true? Are they true for us? Do they serve us? Do they help us feel good? Do they help us feel enlightened? Do they help us feel uplifted? Those are the really important aspects of this. So have a read of that first paragraph over the course of the day and just really reflect on it and allow yourself to bring in whatever it is that allows you to be calm. So what do you do? How do you moderate that? How do you take that moment and hold it? Because calmness of thought, calmness of mind is about the persistent holding of your emotion here, holding it so that you can act from a place of power. So yeah, that was a little bit of my thoughts that went on first thing this morning. So yeah, you just got them anyway. So I have done our normal, I've started the actual genius. Where is it now? There. This is the image for this morning, which I will show you. There we are. There we are. I'll turn it that way. That way. Yes. Oh, the sun is getting on it. So it's over there. I'll try and bring it up higher. Okay. It's interesting because the color yellow is the color that's very associated with the in the Kabbalah with Hod, and Hod is all about thought, and it's about thought that's in the what we would call the not really lower order thought, but thought nevertheless. So, all right. But we also know that yellow is the color of the solar plexus. So if we think about it, and there are many models that we can look at if we wanted to kind of understand the whole complexity of things. But actually the solar plexus or all the central organs all have color. We have many chakras, actually, many little hubs. Okay, hi Greta, thanks for coming on. So Greta has been doing some breathing. So Carla, I don't know whether you know, but Greta did a breathing a video yesterday. So that would be something to go on to. So just click onto her link. I think she's probably got it on open source. So that might be something to do. All right. So taking a little bit of time just to focus in. And you know what to do. Think about something that's been a problem, something that's going on for you, perhaps something that that you want to clear. Maybe it could be just a minor irritation. It may just be that you want to increase that good feeling. All right. So have a moment, just kind of decide what it is that you want. If you're reflective, just kind of go, well, actually, I want to know more about that. Okay, you can do that. You can do anything with EFT because what we're doing is really focusing in. And in this case, we are focusing in with a kind of a direction. All right, so that's because it's a meditation, not necessarily a cleansing. All right. So the next thing is to rate it. All right, so rate it on a scale of if it's a happy feeling, rate it on a scale of 0 to 10, and if it's 10 would be as happy as you can be, and 0, well, you're kind of neutral. And so you'd be aiming to go higher up on the scale. But if you are doing a sort of an unhelpful feeling or a feeling that doesn't sort of make you feel happy, all right, you want to rate it again from a scale of 0 to 10, where 10 is the most distressing and 0 is neutral. Yeah, or nothing, none of that kind of feeling. The other thing is to do what we always do, is locate where the feeling is inside you so that you can get a connection to it. So we know that if we look at something, we actually create a different relationship to it automatically, just the act of looking. And that's because we're actually going towards it. We're using motivation behaviors that are towards. And in actual fact, in the parasympathetic nervous system, this is a part of our evolution of moving towards, all right, moving towards, to connect, to engage, not to engage in fighting, but to engage, to actually change something. So that is what we want to do. We don't want to run away from feelings. We want to move towards them. Yeah, we want to reclaim those bits, those parts of us that we are often too scared to look at. Actually, when we look at them, we often find they dissipate. So pay attention to the shape, the color, and if you don't have a shape and color, just go, well, if I were to draw it, what color would it be? Yeah. What we want to do is get a relationship to that feeling, okay, in some form or other. Locate where it is in your body. Get as much information as you can, because the more information you have, the better. I have a belief that while we were evolving, we didn't know what God was. So I have a belief we created God. So therefore, if we created God in our image. That's why we call God a he or a she. But actually, that's not the case. That's my belief. So the more we go into ourselves, the more we get to know ourselves, the more we get to recognize that we are the creator. And the creator is pure energy. All right. So if we kind of get to that, we get more information, which is really that fabric that goes between all atoms, all between in atoms, through atoms, whatever. And that's where it is. So we want to get to that. All right. Okay. So, and I know, Carla, you had spirals. I don't know how you will find things today. So that's going to be interesting for you. Okay, let's go for it. Find that feeling, get a sense of it. You've got the rating, you know what it is, you know what you want to work with, something good. If something is unhelpful, you want to work with that too, that's fine. All we want to do is to desensitize, yeah? We want to desensitize and we want to re-energize. All right, here we go. Let's go. So you can start with, even though, if this was a positive one, you could say, even though I have this happy feeling, and I don't know whether I could have even more. Oh, I totally trust and love myself that it's possible. And even though I don't know if I could have even more happy feeling, and maybe I won't, I totally love and trust myself anyway. And even though there is this feeling inside me that just wants to expand, and I don't know whether it can, but I wonder what it would be like if it could, I totally love and trust myself anyway. Good, 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 good. Let's go. This feeling, top of the eyes, side of the eyes, this feeling inside of me is very interesting under your eyes. And I wonder if I went inside under your nose, what it would be like. On your chin. If I were to explore, if I were to find out, would it really trouble me? Clavicle. If I found out, if I turned towards it, would it really set me free? Chest. I've lived a while, and I don't know whether I really know what freedom is. I've lived in my thoughts. I've lived in my body. So this is going to be something new. And I don't know whether I'll be able to manage it. But I choose to love and trust myself anyway. Under the arms. Because I'm here. I'm here to do work. For very little is absolutely free. But there is one thing I do know, that I do want to be me. And to remember to take a nice deep breath in and out every now and then. Top of the head. And I wonder what that would look like if I were really on my side. top of the eyes, and I wonder what it would look like if I could live completely with my heart as I reside inside. And I wonder what kind of life that would be, what it would give me if that followed through. Top of the head, top of the bottom of the eyes. If I were to let go of all the fear and embrace the good, under the nose, what would that be like? I wonder. Would it be hard to just let go? Is there a part of me that's holding on? Is there a part that's holding on to things that I no longer need, that I want to just be gone? Remember to breathe. And as you do this, just really allow yourself to feel the vibration, almost like the universe is talking. And as you breathe nice and gently into your heart, you can get to connect to those deeper truths. The deeper truths of who you are and what you are here for. Now we have many purposes, but there is one purpose that is definitely there for you. So just take a moment to reconnect, because life was never meant to be tough. Life was never meant to be unhappy. That was not what the universal force was about. It was about being in a space of love with oneself and others. Don't forget, you're part of this. And just allow yourself now to just be with that vibration. As you see it bouncing and resounding inside you, let it take you back to a moment where you knew who you were and who you are and who you are to become. And just breathe into that vibration. And you can make a sound. You can allow yourself to go through all the vowels and notice where they land in your body. A, I, O, U. You may even notice that you start to want to go octaves higher and lower. A, I, O, U. And just let it bring you into the space. Even notice that when you say or vibrate those vowels, where do they land? And as you hold that deep inside, allowing it to ricochet and move around, go to that feeling that you experienced. Take a look at it now. Notice what it feels like. Is it the same or is it different? Get really curious as you look inside. For real calmness is being able to abide and hold the feeling. Hold it. Be curious. And then look at what's at the center of that. What is the truth here that you need to know about this feeling? Side of the eyes, what is the truth? Do you know about you being your age now? Maybe you'll get a sense of when that feeling started. You may get an age, when it was first formed, when you first ever experienced that kind of feeling. If it's an unhelpful feeling, if it's a joyous feeling, well, where did you experience that so that you can have more? And just let yourself go into the center of that feeling. Go and expand inside. And from that place, hear the beat of that resonant drum that is you, that resonant vibration that is you. Hear it. Listen out for it. Recognize that it's there for you. It's calling you back. It's calling you home. You're not alone. It wants you there. It wants you to expand. It wants you to be. So allow yourself to see where you can open and set yourself free. And as you allow the frequency now to just raise higher and higher, just let it expand throughout your body. Let it go particularly towards that feeling of restriction, constriction, separation. And let it infuse it. And let it move through the whole of your body, informing every cell. As every cell goes and looks at that beautiful part that's fearful and sings to it, come home, come home. We miss you. And they rejoice because the prodigal child has come back. And there's festivities like light, Your fireworks going around, and just let that energy expand throughout your body as you let yourself hum. And it just brings the energy bigger and bigger and bigger and expands outside your body. You are pure energy. Remember that all our electrons, when we connect to another soul, we are correlated with them. That means we affect them no matter what. So now's your opportunity to affect everyone that you love and care about. Thinking just the mere thought of thinking about them, you're correlating with them. And you can send out energy to them, this beautiful energy that you have. So let light go from your heart as it pounds out from the front, from the back, up, out to the top, down to through your feet, through the sides, left and right, east and west. Let it expand to everyone. You know lots of people on this planet already. Send that energy. But the crazy thing is, when they're correlated with you, they're already sending back to you because you've already triggered that. So allow yourself to receive as you watch that energy come back to you too. As you give yourself the opportunity to receive. The opportunity to be part of that. Good. Good. Well done. And allow yourself to let streams of light and peace and love come within you. And let it be bidirectional as it goes out. Let streams of light come up from the earth and in you as you send it back down. Let streams of light come in from in front of you as you allow it to emanate out. All rich and nourished, let streams of light come out, come from inside you, from the behind you, as you allow that to pass through. Let streams of light come from the east and west. Allow light to emanate from you. You are a being of light. You are light. Thoughts are thoughts. Just see yourself. They're not real. We create the thoughts. Our thoughts are a product of our brain. That's all. They're a product of the software, the brain. The thoughts are the connections. They're the energy of that. So let your thoughts guide you today. As you let those thoughts be the thoughts you want, as you create the paradigm in you. Allow every cell to be healthy and happy. Let every cell be healthy and well. And allow those cells, allow their electrons to move out to everyone else and let them be healthy and well. And we're going to end now as you thank yourself for the gift you've given, for the fact that you just exist, the fact that you've taken time to be here for yourself. That is the greatest gift that you give yourself when you choose to do something for you. Because that means you have more to give, more to expand, more to be who you truly are. And just breathing, and allow that breath to bring all that energy down, 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 down into the earth. Let it ground in the earth so you carry it with you and you can feel the energy of the earth, perhaps vibrating up into your feet right now. And just know that you are firmly on the earth and the earth is supporting you. After all, we eat food from the earth. All of us grow from the earth. We are part of it. We're part of the sky. We're part of the heavens. We are a star. We are a universe within universes. Yes, you are. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm just going to do a final balance. No problem, Greta. You've got the URL number there. Thank you very much for putting it there. Yeah, no, it was a great video and it was wonderful. So yes, I really appreciate it, and I will go on again and listen to it. And I'm sure you're going to do some more. So, but for anyone, Greta is is a trainer, and she's a clean language facilitator and coach. Yeah, therapist too. And yeah, amazing woman. So go on to this. All right, so please do. I'm just going to quickly do a final rebalancing, and what I'll do is I will do it now, balance it, and let's see how the energy has shifted for us. Thank you, Carla, for coming. I don't know how you felt at the end of that. Did anything shift? Did anything change? Okay, interesting. I'm always interested in what happens with the colors, but looks like it's more purple today. So I'm going to just take that. So one of the things is there's always about layers, all right? The aura is about layers. We have layers, and as we go between and out layers, there are different levels of density, different levels of frequencies. So what we want to do is just allow those frequencies to free up and become more of what we want them to be. Okay, so take care. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Bye-bye.